Okay, so this is a fun one. This is one that everybody wants to know and everybody asks about. This is how to find your style. How to know exactly what your style is and if it's a good style for your home. So, if A, yes, it is a good style for your home. If it's your style, it's a good style for your home. And here's how you get to know what it is. First of all, you have to know that nobody fits into just one box. Every single person is unique. Nobody's going to fit one style. Each one of you is going to take this spin on every style that you choose, on every style that's out there. It's just that having a sense of the style of what you like, it just makes the whole process easier. It makes choosing a bit quicker, and it also helps you know what to tell designers and vendors if you do end up going professional, right? So I want you to take out a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write down what you love in a room and what you hate in a room. So this is a general thing, a generic thing. Like, I love bay windows. I hate tile floors. I love warm feelings. I love textures. It can be emotional, it can be physical. Just write down at least 5 in the love column and 5 in the hate column. Now, I'm going to go through a bunch of different styles explaining how you can know it's for you. So you write down the styles that resonate with you and write down why they did. You can even use the list that you used before, but you don't have to. And once you finish this chapter, go back to the list that you made and create a special mix from the list that you wrote and the list of the styles. And there you have it. There you have your perfect style. And again, I'm always live on Thursday if you need anything, if you have questions, sometimes Friday. Let's start with modern. This is a style I'm going to start with because it's a style that most people are aware of. It's a very broad style. It usually means clean lines, simple colors, harsh materials, metal, glass. You would like modern if you like rooms to be simple and elegant, but it's also for people who really, really hate clutter. It's really usually quite cold. It's not really for warm people. You can warm it up, but that's already organic modern. That follows the straight lines and simple colors, but it adds in warm color. It uses like textures and wood, and it'll add in natural materials to kind of give you the warmer feeling than the cold modern. Then we have contemporary. Contemporary is usually paired with modern, but it's not as strict. It lets you base yourself off modern, but still have curved lines and a kind of an easier flow. It allows natural colors and materials. It doesn't only use like metal and glass and cold, dark colors. It's inspired by the cleanliness and simplicity of modern. It uses that, but it adds in some flexibility, right? We also have minimalist, which takes modern to the other extreme. That's the one that goes really simple. There's no extra item. It's very neutral colors, very black and white and gray and beige. The furniture is very simple. There's no frills. There's no extra accessories. It's very functional. Nothing else. It ends up creating a very nice airy room, but it has to be your style for you to like it. Then we have industrial. So industrial is inspired by warehouses and factories, and it has a sense of like an unfinished rawness to it that's very in style nowadays. So industrial boasts exposed brick, ducts and ceilings, cement and wood, kind of as if you're in a construction zone. It's all construction materials. And then we have high ceilings and single light bulbs hanging, very industrial, very like, oh, we just came in here and made it as functional as possible, and we didn't touch anything, even though we all know you did. And sometimes they'll put up like abstract art to add some interest and color, but it's mostly functional in its design. It's kind of how the point is. It's not actually functional. It's not like minimalistic. It's trying to look functional. So now let's move on to mid-century modern. So this is a throwback style dating back to the 50s and 60s. It's kind of like retro, has aspects of minimalism to it because it was a need for fuss-free that came up. Then everybody was like being traditional and they needed something that was fuss-free, so they went to century modern. Mid-century modern. It was brought about and it shows in its very natural, easy elements. It has like an egg-shaped chair, which is like perfect for posture apparently, or it was back then. Very simple backsplashes. Very disregard for ornamentation. They're not trying to make things pretty. They're just trying to make it functional, but they're still in the traditional phase. So it's like has both of those. It boasts geometric and organic forms together. It's not really about style. It's more about like. It's more about the function, so it will sometimes even have like contrasting materials because they're a good function together. Another good style is Scandinavian. So this is what IKEA is actually based off of. It's natural, but it's a little bit artsy. So sometimes the furniture will be functional, but sometimes the furniture will be like a piece of art while maintaining perfect functionality. So then the color palettes would usually be white and wood, bright plastic, aluminum, natural materials. And the pops of color that they have in this room is they do have pops of color, but the pops of color will come from the accents, from the pillows, from the rug, from the curtains, not from the fundamental elements, not from the couch or the bed frame or something like that. Or even the paint on the wall they won't use. So the Scandinavian design is very spacious, it's very natural, it's very artsy. Now, of course, we also have traditional style, the classic details with elaborate furniture, lots of accessories. It usually features dark wood, rich color palettes, a lot of curves in the lines, and the materials are very, very luxurious. We have velvet, we have silk. It's always a lot of patterns. It's a lot of patterns, layers, depth. It's all about showing off wealth. It's all about showing off how much money we have. And then we have transitional. So transitional was what mixed together traditional and modern. It creates a space that has characteristics of traditional, but it isn't too much. It's much more balanced. It's modern materials like glass and metal, traditional furnishings like upholstered pillows, soft patterned rugs. It usually would be created with a neutral palette and then have accents of the rich colors instead of only rich colors. It's very smooth. It's a very smooth transition from traditional to modern. And then it gets interesting. We have French country, which uses very earthy and warm colors and materials. And it has worn furniture and ornamental accessories. It's very comfortable. It's almost farmhouse, but it's even more comfortable than that. It's used with soft and warm colors. It uses red and yellow and gold. It uses materials like stone and brick, right? And like other earth materials. And many French country homes will even have like porcelain dishes or like heavy quilts on the bed, just like a sense of comfort, a sense of home they like to give. Another interesting style is Bohemian, right? So that's actually quite popular now for the one reason that there's actually no rules in Bohemian. So there's only desire and there's a lot of vintage stuff. Like people like go to flea markets, they get their furniture, they get their lighting, they get their rugs, they get everything from flea markets, even dishes. And the pillows are placed on the floor. Everything is just comfort. Everything's eclectic. There's no rules. It follows the heart. It's all just about what you want. And you can't really go wrong with Bohemian. It's actually my favorite style because you can't go wrong with it. One popular style is rustic. So this is also drawn from nature, but also drawn from industrial. So it has the raw and unfinished elements like industrial, but it's also warmer and cozier, and it uses warmer and cozier materials, like almost like the French country. And it usually boasts vaulted ceilings and but then the wooden beams, and like will have like reclaimed but wooden floors type of thing. Another unique style is Shabby Chic. So this is very vintage inspired, kind of like Bohemian, but it's more feminine, it's more soft, it's lighter. So the furniture is usually a little bit stressed, and they use cream and pastel colors. Like all the accents are very light, soft, nothing too bold out there. It's not too heavy, it's not too in your face, it's very calm and it's very light and airy. But then we have Hollywood Glam. So Hollywood Glam is totally the opposite. It's over-the-top style. It's designed to be dramatic, make a statement. It will usually incorporate like Victorian design and traditional, but like then it will be like plush furniture and like lots of velvet, but then it will be like purple and red and turquoise colors and silver. It's very, very glamorous, very in your face. And then our last style that we have is coastal. So coastal is inspired by the beach, and its colors and palettes, everything is by the beach. So it's blues and greens and beige. It's very light color furnishings, all wood elements. It's accessories that include anything from the beach. So seashells, boats, fish, sailors, which comes in blue and white stripes, right? Large windows, painted white wood to remind us of shiplap or actual shiplap. It's usually a very relaxed, no pressure kind of space, which is why it's used a lot in vacation homes. Okay, now I want you to go back to your original list, and I want you to take the list of styles that resonated with you, and I want you to take this list of things you liked and disliked in a room, and I want you to mix it together, and I want you to come up with your own unique space, your own unique style. And remember, I'm always live if you need help, and you can't go wrong. This is your home, this is your taste, this is your style. As long as you apply it in the correct way, which you'll learn, you really can't go wrong.